So I'm putting this Home Depot attic staircase up here because I don't know, all of what all the plans I have, all the things I want to do, I am realizing over the last 7 years since I built 6 years since I started building the first cabin, that I'm just not going to get things done. I'm not getting things done quickly enough. So I have to make some compromises and just put something in and then come back to it later and replace it. So I don't like the look of this ladder, but it is very functional and safe. And right now, with my family coming up this weekend, and then my wife and I spending time here together, I want this to be a safe staircase to get up here. But like I said, eventually, maybe even I'll just reuse that hardware, but make something more rustic and aesthetically pleasing. So right now, plan is to get the stairs installed so that they kind of a landing right here, and then could I do that a little bit differently? So a landing right there, and then step onto there, step onto here and down. This, what I was thinking, I'll be stepping from here onto here and down, but I'm wondering if it would make sense to have a landing here, so you just kind of step there and then over. I don't know. I'm thinking stepping sideways, just because you have a limit of head height here too. It's not even full 6 feet at the peak, and it's certainly lower here. So the further I can push it that way, the better. So I can do that. What are you doing? You should bring it up to me before you hide. Yeah, bring it up here. Can you bring it up? Good girl, bring it here. Good girl. Yes. Good. Alright, it's a functioning bathroom. So for now, at the sink, I just have draining into a bucket under the sink, and then I have electric. Well, I need to bring the water over, but this is actually a little electric pump. So it's an RV tap, and I have it run with or powered with DC power from the power bank, the main solar power battery system over there. So that's really good for this. But again, it's just pumping from that jug. In the summer or spring, what I'll do is actually plumb both of these instead of just out the wall. Well, the bathtub's just out the floor and like onto the ground behind the cabin. So I'll tie these two together in, I think, and then run a pipe just going out towards the garden so that all the gray water goes towards the garden. So that's the bathtub water and the sink water. This toilet, it's called a separate. It's a composting toilet, but it has a separate chamber, and it collects the urine separately, and then I put that into the compost pile. So that's it's a great source of nutrients. So I'm never going to get rid of it. But I don't want it to drain, for example, onto the ground and be wasted up here where I'm not growing anything. And I don't want it going to the drain that's going out to the field either. So that's it's kind of, I don't even, it'd probably only ever or mostly ever be used for urine unless it's really bad weather or really buggy, because the outhouse is still my preferred, but also my wife's preferred place. So a lot of this is just out of convenience. Like eventually when I get a sauna built outside with a bathhouse, we'll probably use that more than we'll use this tub even. But the plan is to, yeah, eventually have running water, heated water, on-demand water, I think, for this tub. Now, not just for us, but even for guests or maybe future guests or family. So that if we let somebody stay in here, for example, they can have more conveniences than what we care about. So running water, all that'll drain properly, like I said. This already functions fine. And once it's hooked up to both of these, once they're hooked up to the water that's stored in the basement, the 1,000-liter tank, that's fed either from the rooftops with rainwater or from the stream. I still do plan on also putting the sand point. I couldn't get it driven in the basement. The sand, I didn't know this was a thing, but the sand was packed so hard under the cabin and generally down, a couple of feet here. It's so hard packed that I couldn't drive the sand point down through it. It was mushrooming the head even when I had a proper driving cap on it. So it's the solution to that for me is to actually drive it down in the meadow by the stream, and that's all sand down in there underneath the moss and everything that's growing on top. So when I get that driven right down, the water table is going to come almost to the top of the pipe, like almost to ground level. But however deep I drive it, that's where the water collection part of the point will be. The pipe that has the perforations and everything in it, so that it's not filtering surface water, it's filtering water that's kind of underground. Like it's still, I guess principally it's still groundwater, because the water table is almost from the stream level all the way down, so it's all part of that water column. But I'll get the sand point, like I said, further down into that column, so there's more filtering occurring by the sand. So any of the surface contamination, hopefully when it's down at that level, it has less contamination in it. And then the point itself and the pipe have perforations to filter it. And then once it gets up into the tank itself, we also will filter it and treat it. Mostly filter it for drinking water, even brushing teeth and stuff. So that's it. The bathroom is functional and it will only improve. I'll work on it a little bit at a time. I need a new light for this. I don't like the temporary light I've got hanging here, but the light switch GFCI plug for running. I don't know if anybody wants to plug something in there, like an electric toothbrush or something, I don't know. Shower curtain, I need to hang that still. And towel rack. And so like I said, it's functional, but I'll just keep improving it. This ceiling still has to keep settling a little bit too, but that won't matter. I'm not putting anything up there. Alright, so that's it for this video. I think next time you see me on this channel, it will probably be, I don't know even know if the next video will be a tour. I keep promising that, but I'd like to finish things 100%. So this bathroom, maybe I'll finish a little bit more trim work, all the things I mentioned. But also, I just got a message today that the replacement windows for the front two windows here have just been finished manufactured, so we can go pick that up. That's a local window manufacturer. So these single panes, I knew they were going to be likely temporary when I put them in, and sure enough, it does let too much cold in, or it doesn't keep the heat from staying in, and they get a lot of condensation, which is not good. I don't want it to build up mold. So we have awning style that we ordered that are identical in size, so they flip out, so that we have ventilation in the summer, and then the double pane low argon double pane windows for the winter. So looking forward to doing that. Of course, like always, I'm doing it in the wrong season, so I'll just pick some warmer weather. Probably March. I'll probably wait till March to put them in, and then as I take each window out, replace one at a time, completely finish it, retrim it, and seal it, and then move on to the next one.
a few things like that, and then yeah, a little bit of stain I think on this wall here, or not stain but clear coat, oil, little things like that. And other than that, the cabin's finished inside. So that's why I said I'll give you a full tour of the inside of the cabin. Anyway, that's it. I have a lot of stuff going on in January. You might want to follow along on the other channel, Shawn James channel, because I'm not sure that I'm going to have internet for uploading anything of any size, like any long videos. I'm not sure if I'm going to have that for the next like 2 or 3 weeks. So you might want to just go over and check that out, or watch on Rumble or Patreon. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you back here at the cabin next time. Take care.